Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So, special day today, 46th birthday, celebrating 46 years of life, and also my daughter as well, her birthday as well. So happy birthday to the awesome Danielle Alvarez. Just so blessed to have, your daughter born on your birthday. So, and actually, this episode that I'm doing today is kind of like a version of what she asked for, okay? And by the way, thank you for all the messages, getting all kind of messages. I'm sure I'll get some throughout the entire day. Appreciate you guys, love you guys. It's good stuff, right? So yesterday in a group message, Danielle puts, Dad should do 46 things I learned in 46 years on Coffee with Coach, okay? And then the wifey was like, man, that'll take forever, okay? Which we'd be here all day, okay? So instead, I was thinking about it, like, what are like my top things that I go by every day or I try to live by and try to use to kind of help me win at life throughout each day. And, I try to keep it short, and it just seems like the list continued to grow. So I only started with a couple. Then I was like, all right, I do the top 5. Then it was like the top 8. And then I was like, all right, I need to stop. So I got the top 10. All right. Off the top of my head, just thinking about it from yesterday, this morning, having my coffee, is another cup of coffee here. And before I get the day started, I wanted to kind of share some things with you guys that I feel like are the most important things to me to help me win. All right. Because I feel like, at least right now where I'm at, it's a very happy, good place. My mom asked me yesterday, she calls me and she's like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Blah, blah. And I was like, really nothing. I really don't feel like, well, I guess when I was, younger, earlier, you had to have a party of some sense of, do some kind of go out to guys or do whatever, hang out. And I just don't feel like I need to do any of that stuff because I feel like I have everything that I need every single day. I feel like every day is a birthday. I feel like every day is a good day, even though some days are bad days and some days are tougher than others, for sure. I feel like I work really hard to kind of put myself in a place to win every day. So every day is like a good day. I had one guy ask me recently, like, it was my business banker. Okay, the guy from Chase was like, hey, what are your plans when you retire? And what are you? I was like, honestly, man, I feel like I am already. The way things are and the way things are laid out for myself. I feel like I've worked really hard to put myself in a good place to where, like, I really don't want what I'm doing right now to stop. I would like to stay, always keep growing, of course, but I like where I'm at. I don't feel like I need to quit jiu-jitsu, stop teaching jiu-jitsu and go sit on a beach somewhere and, like, that's going to be it for the rest of my life. I feel like, man, this is it, And so, so let me go ahead and get into it and share with you guys that I feel like are the top 10 things to me that I hold to what I feel like helps me win every day. And hopefully some of these, if not all of them, will help you do the same if you're not already doing so, or if you're already doing so, winning. Maybe we can add a couple extra things to kind of help you do even better. And the same thing for me. I'm always looking for things that are helping me improve. Because that's just the way the mind is programmed. It's programmed to win. It wasn't always like that, okay? It wasn't always like that, but through 46 years of living, I've learned a lot, Okay, I'm not in my 80s, all right? I'm not like that, but I feel like at 46, you've been through some things, and you've been through some hard times, some good times, and you can share some things, especially with guys in their 20s, which I have a lot of students that are in their 20s. Or whoever that just might need to hear some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and break down some of these things. Number 1, a lot of this is because of jiu-jitsu, okay? I feel like if I didn't find jiu-jitsu, I probably wouldn't be, it's not probably, I would not be the person that I've become today. Okay, again, disclaimer, put it out there. Not perfect. Don't claim that I'm perfect, even though some people, say that I think I am and all this other stuff, whatever. It's just over the years, you learn. Okay, you make mistakes and you get better, and you put your hand in the fire and you burn. Hey, that's hot. I shouldn't do that anymore. Okay, I learned not to do that no more. Whatever. So number one, okay, and again, a lot of this is because of jiu-jitsu. All right, is respect others. Okay, through jiu-jitsu, doing martial arts, putting my gi on every day, tying my belt, especially at black belt. Okay, at the end of this year, I'll have 14 years as a black belt alone. Okay, is respect others. Like that has just changed your man. Not like I just was like totally a disrespectful person as a kid and all this other stuff, but I was not as respectful as I am today for other people, all people, without jiu-jitsu. Okay, that's definitely bowing on and off the mat, and just the things that we share and how we treat each other on the mat has gone a long way. So that's number one. All right. The second thing, be humble, even though a lot of people probably don't think that I am. Some people say I'm arrogant, confident, like overly confident, whatever. But to me, staying humble, it just equals growth. Like if you know like you're not the stuff and you can get tapped out on any given day, which whenever you shake hands with someone and tie up with them on the mats, your chances every day is getting put in a bad position or getting beat, losing on points, or even getting tapped out. So being humble, at least for me, I understand, like, man, I can get beat on the mat every day, or just because I've won X amount of tournaments doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and win the next tournament. Okay, so being humble, making sure I'm checking myself, and because if I'm not humble, then there is no more growth, because I made it and I didn't make it. There's always room for growth. So looking for the answers to things like the books that I read or the things that I'm listening to. I'm always trying to absorb information. So humble enough to know that I don't know everything, but I am trying to get to know everything, right? Number 3, be a good person, all right? Be a good person. Again, not like I was some trouble kid, whatever, but throughout the years and doing jiu-jitsu, man, if you just treat people good, man, good things happen to you. You know what I mean? You wrong people, you stab them in the back, you undercut them, you shortcut them, you try to step on people. You just realize, man, like that's just not the way to be. Like that doesn't really get you anywhere. It might get you somewhere short term, might get you to a couple little things that you want, but in long term, that's not the place to be, right? Number 4, is just do the right thing. Okay, do the right thing. All right, like again, you're not always going to do the right thing. You're going to make these mistakes, and you're going to have some mishaps, and you're going to say and do the wrong thing sometimes. But if you're self-aware and self-conscious that you're trying to do the right thing, go to the right place, do people right, again, going back to number three, be a good person. Man, you can't go wrong with that. Try to do the right thing. And you hear it all the time, like, doing the right thing is always the right thing. Like, just try to do the right thing. Try not to be a foul, shisty, shady, person. Doesn't get you anywhere, okay? Doesn't get you anywhere. It might look like you can have an opportunity to get away with something, but in the long run, it catches up with you. You know what I mean? So, number 5, all right? Number 5. This is a big one. Again, through jiu-jitsu, serve other people. All right. Help as many people as you can. And for me, that's why I said, I feel like, retirement wise and where I'm at, and like I get to do this every day. Every day I get to go to the mat and serve people, help people. Now, I'm a tough coach. People that, that train under me or have trained under me in the past know that I am a hard coach, because I want growth. I want to bring the best out of people, and sometimes it's just got to be hard. Sometimes you can't bring the best out of people, being super nice is not the way it works, okay? But I am serving them in a way to where, like, there's something else inside of them that I'm going to pull that out and make the best version of themselves on the mat. And so I try to help as many people as I can. Through jiu-jitsu, I started doing the Mission Arlington, the Thanksgiving food drives, the Christmas toy drives. Like, I wasn't doing that stuff before jiu-jitsu. Like, jiu-jitsu helped me understand, the more I serve people, you know, the better things are for not only myself, but other people around you. And then that stuff spreads. That stuff is like a ripple effect. Like, oh man, you know, you pay it forward, it feels good, and you want to. And next thing you know, you're paying it forward, and the next person's paying it forward, and you know, it keeps growing and growing and growing. All right. Number 6, give more than you take. All right, give more than you take. All right. If it's always about you, okay, and you're self-centered and you're selfish and you're whatever, and you're always trying to just take, and you're not really trying to give, man, you're not going to win. You are not going to win that way. You might win short term because you're taking everything up right away. But through the process and learning through jiu-jitsu, man, if you give more than you take, you will always win. Okay. And that it just goes hand in hand with serving other people. Like, just give, man. Just give as much as yourself as you can, which I do, which I know a lot of my students, you know, you guys know, whether you message me on the phone, call me, whatever, after class, before class, hey coach, can we talk? Like I give a lot of myself every single day to a lot of people. And, you know, some people just don't see that. I don't need to go out there and announce everything that I do, but people understand that I give a lot more than I take. And as a result of that, good things have happened. And so the goal is to keep continuing to do that, because I see this is the right path. This is the path that has gotten me so far to a better place than where I was at before. Okay. Number 7, never change because you've been wronged. Okay. This is a big one, man. I mean, they're all big to me. I'm thinking about but number 7, man, like when people do you dirty, they stab you in the back, you know, you help them get to a certain place. You help them get their name recognized in jiu-jitsu. I mean, you help them with their jiu-jitsu. I'm just using jiu-jitsu right now, but you can use anything. And then they feel like they don't need you anymore, you know, and they say things or do things instead of giving you credit, giving you props, giving you the you know, the respect that that you deserve, that because you've got them to where you've gotten them to, and they say and do things that they do. Don't change. Okay. Don't change. Like, don't let a past relationship in whatever, okay, I'm just using jiu-jitsu, but in whatever, make you salty, sour, hateful person, thinking that everyone's going to do you like that. You know, I had this conversation with, you know, a student the other day. You know, I've been teaching jiu-jitsu for about over 13 years, and I've helped a lot of people, like thousands and thousands of people. And in that process, I've had a lot of people, you know, do some shady stuff or say some things about me or whatever. But that is not going to make me change for me to not give the next person that walks through my academy doors and come out on my mat to shortchange them of everything that I have. If it happens later on, it happens. Like I told this person the other day, like, okay, it's been a little while. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Not like I want it to happen, but come on, man. Like, I've been through so many things. Like, there's been so many surprises where I could not believe that person did that, or I could not believe that person said that. Like, man, I did so much for them, and they said that, or they did that, or whatever, and it's like, you know, so who's next? Okay, something will happen in the future, near future, whatever, and man, I'll take it on the chin and I'll keep it moving, and I'll keep giving any of my new students that I have or current students that I have, whoever's on my mat now, everything that I got. And if they decide to do some shady stuff, then that's on them. But I'm not going to change who I am because, you know, one bad apple, or actually quite a few of them. All right. So number 8, go towards the things that are hard. All right. Go towards the things that are hard, man. I moved from my hometown with Dad. I lived there for 26 years, born and raised. That was tough. Left family, friends, everything, very hard. But that's where the growth happened, right? Then I left General Motors, quit General Motors to open my Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Scariest thing ever, okay? Scariest thing ever. gave up insurance, great paying job. I was set, or at least at that time, you think you're set, okay? And then everyone knows, like right after I quit jiu-jitsu, I think that's when they went bankrupt and everything changed and whatever. So it's not the same company as it used to be back when it was in the 60s, 70s, and 80s and all that good stuff. So go towards the things that are hard, and jiu-jitsu has really helped me with that. Jiu-jitsu has really, really helped me with, like, in order for you to grow, man, in order for you to get better, you got to put yourself in some of the crappiest positions to grow, okay? You got to put yourself, and that's what I'm dealing with right now with like some current students, is I'm making them go towards the things that are hard, the things that are uncomfortable for them. And it's a struggle. There's friction there. We're conflicting because of the fact that, hey, I'm winning in this position and I don't win in this position. So I don't want to be here. I want to be over here. But I'm like, you got to go there in order for you to get back to this side. And that's the only way it's going to work. So I'm going to put you in these positions in order for you to grow. And that's tough for some people, man. That's tough. But through the years with me, it's like, whatever, man, whatever's tough, especially in jiu-jitsu, like what position am I not good at? And let's try to get good at it. And through that process, through that training of your mind, man, things get so much better. Things get so much better. You grow. And that's what I want. I told the class last night, or maybe it was the 10:30 class, like, you should care more about growing than you do winning. And sometimes we want to win so bad that we just want to do the things that we're good at and not the things that we're not good at, because we might lose, okay? So we got to change that mindset. That has helped me grow tremendously. And again, without jiu-jitsu, there's just no doubt I would not have that kind of mindset, because I've been in so many tough positions of over 20-something years of jiu-jitsu. Like, I've been in all the crappiest positions you can be in. And that's how I know how to escape them. I can get out of them because I've been there so many times that I've figured it out. And that's how you get good, is you got to be there. You got to live in those tough places to figure out how it's going to get better. Number nine, because I know this is getting kind of long. All right. Be grateful for the bad and the tough times. Okay. That's a tough one. Okay, that's a tough one. Man, the number 8's tough too. Number 7 is tough. Okay, number 7, number 8, number 9, man, they're tough. Okay, again, you get salty, sour, hateful. Why me? Life's never gonna get better. And going back to some of the things that I went through, and as a teenager, definitely built me like who I am today. Like, man, without certain things that happened, and I won't go into all those, but you have to be grateful for the bad and tough times. That right there, it's like your hands, right? Like, my hands are calloused from lifting weights. Your skin doesn't tear anymore, or doesn't tear like it used to, because you get these calluses from doing pull-ups and doing deadlifts. Your hands get stronger and your skin gets stronger because of just the tearing all the time of just, lifting the weights day in and day out. Same thing with jiu-jitsu. When people first start jiu-jitsu, their feet are all cut up. They got tape, neosporin, their knees are bleeding. Their skin is soft. Their skin is soft. So when you start jiu-jitsu, everyone has to go through that callus stage to where your skin get used to the tatami texture on our mats. I don't have the smooth mats. I have the rough mats. And through that process, you will stop, your skin will stop being soft. You won't have that baby soft skin anymore. You'll have some callous skin to where those tough times on the mat, those tough times in life will callus over, and you'll be grateful that those things did happen. I mean, there's certain things that you wish never did happen and they suck. But they happen. It is what it is. You can't go back and change them. And all you can do is learn from them and get better from them, versus getting salty from them and not learning from them and being hateful from them and just hating the world and hating everyone else and think the world is against you and life's against you and you're never going to win because you were dealt some bad cards, or you just maybe even self-inflicted wounds, which that's the case for a lot of us. I know I got some self-inflicted wounds where I'm like, damn, why did I do that? That didn't work out at all, man. Like that put me back years or whatever. But You learn from them, you get better from them, you grow from them, and then you come out of that bad place, right? And then you're a better person because of it. Number 10, okay? Number 10. All of these are like important to me, but number 10, because life is so hard, life is tough, don't be soft. Don't be soft, man. Like, life will just, you guys all know, you're watching this, and whoever's going to watch it later, man, life is a beast, man. Like, life is a beast. Like, life is just so tough at times, and it can just do you, people in life just can just do you a certain way to where it's like, man, you just feel like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? You can't be soft. I learned this a long time ago through the friends that I grew up with. 2 of them are gone, okay? 2 of them no longer are alive, but I'm grateful for those individuals because they taught me at an early age, don't be soft. And throughout these years, that just still holds true, man. Like, you gotta put your back against the wall, knuckle up, man, and scrap until you cannot scrap no more, man. Like, that is it. That is it. And sometimes, like for me, at least like with Danielle, you try not to put your kids in the same positions that you were in. Like, you always want to give your kids, better than you have it, which, I've felt like I've done. But in the same sense, you kind of maybe spoil them too much. You don't want them to grow up like you did. You don't want to go through the things that you did and through the hardships that you did. So you give them these things, or you put them in a different place. You take them out of the bad place and you put them into a nicer place. But at the same time, they're soft. They didn't go through what you went through. And now they have to deal with life in a different way without learning how to be tough. And you have to. There is no other way around it, man. It's if you're not hard, you're soft, man. And you have to be hard, because if not, life is just going to beat you down to where you will not win. You cannot win at life being soft. And the sooner you figure that out, and the sooner you get that through your head, that you have to toughen up, because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to help you. No one, you can pray. I believe in prayer. I pray every day. I got a lot of family members that I'm praying for, all kind of stuff. But there has to be action behind the prayer. There has to be action behind the hope. I hope things go well. Well, you can't just sit here and hope. If I sit here in this chair and just pray and I just hope, but there's no action behind the hope and the prayer, things aren't going to get any better. I have to get up and move. I got to get up and I got to do something to help make the things that are going wrong and bad or whatever, to be better. So being soft and letting life beat me down and just secluding myself and not being around good people, eating good foods, exercising, doing the right things that I've been doing every single day, life's just going to beat me up, man. So you cannot be soft. Actually, I was at First Watch with my family. I think it was last weekend. And one of the waitresses said something, and, they just kind of heard our conversation, and they kind of said, yeah, my dad has always told me to be tough, and they said, her comment was like, everyone handles bad things differently. And I'm like, yeah, but at the end of the day, you have to be tough. Like, you can't just, if you're soft, man, life's going to continue to just beat on you and beat on you and beat on you until you have nothing left. And you have nothing left. You have no choice but to have some grit, some toughness, some scrap in you, to where you got to fight back. Because if you don't fight back, man, it's over. It's over. You have to fight back. And growing up with the friends that I grew up with, again, 2 of them are no longer here. They taught me how to be that, and it's helped tremendously throughout these years, and the things that I've gone through and the people that I've dealt with. That's why I say, man, like the haters and everything else like that, like, keep it coming. Keep it coming, man. Keep talking. Keep bringing the hate. Keep bringing the fuel that feeds my fire every single day, because the more you do that, the more it just continues to just give me that, oh, you don't like me. Oh, you don't like this, or you don't. All right, let's go. Let's go. Because I've been here too many times and I'm going to be the last man standing. That's the mindset. When it's all said and done and the smoke clears, I will beat you. I will be the one here. You will no longer have what you were trying to have. I will have that. All right. That's just the way you got to think. And the bonus one, obviously, before I cut this out is, man, guys, look, take care of yourself. Okay. Be the best version of yourself. Obviously, these things here are going to help you do that. But if you are not feeding yourself the right foods, the healthy foods, taking care of your body, exercising, listening, and reading the right things every single day, all these things really aren't going to matter because your body is not in the best shape possible to do the things that you can do. Be the best version of yourself by letting go of the fast foods, the fried foods, the bad foods, the things that are getting you to where you can't do and function the way you should. Take care of yourself the best way possible. And those things there, all of these things here, at least for me, are the things that help me get me where I'm at. And to me, in life, there's still more winning to do. There's more growth to do. But I am definitely happy with where I'm at. And I'm winning in life. And I feel like things are good to where, like I said, the banker asked me, well, when do you plan on retiring? Or what are you going to do when you retire? I was like, man, I'm there. Like, I'm there. Every day is a birthday, man. Every day is a gift. Every day is a day to get up and make things happen. And I don't need one day to celebrate and pop some bottles and stuff like that, man. Every day is a day to do that. So, all right, guys. So, again, appreciate all the help. Happy birthday wishes and stuff like that. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys, man. Like, I'm a people person, and I love people, man. So, it's good stuff. So, hopefully these help. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys have a great day. We'll see you.